Life is not fair. It never has been and it never will be. You will face moments that make you question everything. Times when the weight of failure, rejection, and setbacks feels unbearable. But listen to me. Your struggles do not define you. What defines you is how you respond. Will you let your hardships break you, or will you rise stronger than ever? Because every challenge you face is an opportunity in disguise. The world isn't looking for people who have had it easy. It's looking for people who have been knocked down and still find a way to stand tall. Think about your own life. How many times have you tried something and failed? How many times have you felt like giving up because the road ahead seemed too difficult? Maybe you've worked tirelessly for a dream, only to be met with rejection. Maybe you've lost something or someone that mattered deeply to you. And maybe right now you're wondering if all this effort is even worth it. But let me tell you something powerful. The people who achieve greatness are not the ones who never struggle. They are the ones who refuse to stay down. Every great success story begins with hardship, but it doesn't end there. It ends with resilience. Let's take Thomas Edison, the man who invented the light bulb. He failed over 1,000 times before he got it right. Imagine if he had quit after the first 10, the first 100, or even the first 500 attempts. The world would be a much darker place, literally. But when people asked him how he felt about failing so many times, do you know what he said? I have not failed. I've just found 1,000 ways that won't work. That's the mindset you need to develop. When you face rejection, when your plans fall apart, when everything seems to be against you, remember, success isn't about never failing, it's about never giving up. Most people see failure as the end of the road, but let me tell you this. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of success. Every time you fail, life is giving you a choice. Will you let this break you, or will you learn from it and come back stronger? When Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, was cut from his high school team, he could have given up. He could have said, maybe basketball isn't for me. But instead, he used that rejection as fuel. He trained harder, he pushed himself further, and because of that, he didn't just become good, he became legendary. Let's talk about something even more powerful than talent, skills, or even hard work. Your mindset. The way you think shapes your reality. If you wake up every day telling yourself, I can't do this, guess what? You won't. But if you wake up and say, this is tough, but I will figure it out, you will. Your mind is your most powerful tool, and yet so many people let it work against them instead of for them. If you constantly doubt yourself, if you constantly fear failure, then you are setting yourself up to lose before you even begin. But the moment you shift your mindset, the moment you believe in yourself, even when no one else does, that is the moment you become unstoppable. Oprah Winfrey was once told she wasn't good enough for television. She was fired from her first job as a news anchor because they said she didn't have the right look or style for TV. Imagine if she had believed them. Imagine if she had said, maybe they're right. Maybe I should quit, but she didn't. She refused to let someone else's opinion define her future. Today, she is one of the most successful and influential women in the world. And do you know what she said? Think like a queen. A queen is not afraid to fail. Failure is another stepping stone to greatness. So the question is, are you willing to step on those stones, or are you going to let them bury you? I want you to take a moment and think about your biggest goal. That dream that keeps you awake at night, that vision you can't shake off, that thing you know you were meant to do. Now I want you to ask yourself, why haven't you achieved it yet? What's stopping you? Is it fear? Is it failure? Is it the voices of people telling you you're not good enough? Because if that's what's holding you back, then I have news for you. Those obstacles will always be there. There will always be doubts. There will always be struggles. The difference between those who make it and those who don't is one simple thing: the willingness to keep going no matter what. Success is not about luck. It's not about waiting for the perfect opportunity. It's about showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it. It's about putting in the work when no one is watching. It's about failing, learning, adjusting, and then going back in even stronger. The most successful people in the world are not the smartest, the most talented, or the luckiest. They are the most persistent. They understand that failure is a lesson, not a life sentence. They understand that every small effort adds up. They don't quit when it gets hard. They push harder. Right now, you have a choice. You can either let life's challenges break you, or you can use them to build yourself into someone stronger, wiser, and more determined. You can either stay where you are, complaining, doubting, hesitating, or you can take a stand and say, enough is enough. I will fight for my dreams. I will push through my struggles. I will become the person I was meant to be. No one can make that decision for you. No one can do the work for you. This is your life, your story, your journey. The question is, how will you write the next chapter? I am not here to tell you that success will be easy, that it won't be. There will be moments of doubt, moments of pain, moments when you feel like quitting. But listen to me. Those moments are the making of you. The struggle you are facing today is preparing you for the strength you need tomorrow. The world doesn't need more people who give up when things get tough. The world needs warriors, people who stand tall even when everything is trying to knock them down. Be that person. Be the one who rises, because your story isn't over yet. Now go out there, face your challenges head on, and make it happen. You've got this.